Good to be with you again. My name is Moses Ogbonna, and today we'll be considering Let the Imperfect Breathe. I know you've subscribed, but have you shared? Have you shared this video? Please help me share the video. Comment. Yeah, please. Just do it. By the way, how have you been? It's been a while. I'm glad to be on your way again. So we'll be considering Let the Imperfect Breathe. Yeah, let the imperfect breathe. People have different mantra this period. So today we'll be considering let the imperfect. In parenthesis, quotation mark. Let the imperfect breathe. Now this is a letter to the special advisors of people's private lives. People usually have a say in everything. People's opinion, people's lifestyle, people's way of life. They will always have opinion. Yeah. Now, wisdom in communication. Many people think respect is meant for just the elderly ones. Where we are coming from, we were taught that respect or the idea has been respect is just for the elderly ones. That means the younger ones are not meant to be respected. Their opinions are not meant to be respected. Their belief systems are not meant to be respected. Their own ideology is not meant to be respected. Their own pattern is not meant to be respected. So we were raised in such a way that even if the elder is wrong, so far as our senior, their ideology, their belief system, their pattern, their way of life, their thinking faculty, everything ought to be respected. So today we are going to consider, in a way, wisdom in communication. Now, Africans literally have abused respect and made us feel even people who are lesser are not deserving of respect. Africans have made us believe that only the elderly ones are to be respected. Made us believe that once someone is older than you, they can treat you or they should treat you the way they are. Give them respect. They slap you, respect them. They abuse you, respect them. They step on your toe, respect them. Don't insult them. They're about to pull the trigger to your mental, respect them. They're about to die, don't say anything, just respect them. So they made us believe that we shouldn't voice out, we shouldn't say anything, we shouldn't hear our own view. We just let them, the elderly ones, the perfect one, be. So far we are younger, we don't have that experience, we are inexperienced, we don't have that track record, we don't know anything in quote. And it's such a sad idea, which has dampened young people who grew up and it seems like it's a replica. When I was much younger, nobody respected my view. So who are you? Why should we respect your view? So it's like a pattern, it's like a mantra, it's like a modus operandi, it's like a lingua franca. That's how it is. But when I was much younger, nobody would listen to my own view. So why should I listen? And it keeps going, and it's a continuous, consistent stuff, which is not supposed to be true. So let the imperfect, in quote, breathe. So you meet someone who doesn't buy your ideology and you claim or you feel you're correct. Don't try to impose your own on them. Respect them. So we are going to consider about 7 or 8 things we should respect, irrespective of their size, their age, their color, their tribe, their educational achievement today. And the other day we considered secrets our parents did not tell you, and the comments we got were amazing. So I believe today is going to be a better moment than the previous one. So one of the first thing you ought to respect when it has to do with dealing with people. Number one, respect people's belief system. Respect people's belief system. You have no right to force anybody to turn in to your belief system. You have no right to insult anybody. You have no right to force anybody. You have no right to coerce anybody. Just because you're a Christian doesn't mean the person who is not a Christian is bad. So you meet the Muslim, you meet the pagan, and you treat them the way you want because you feel your own religion, your own belief system is the best. And how do we even know that you're even exuding the best belief system? By forcing them, by abusing them, by making them feel less important, by how you treat them. Respect people's belief system. You talk to them into believing yours and they don't want to, you respect that. Don't try to force it. Don't try to make you feel. Are you aware that you're just privileged to be born into the belief system you were born into? That they other people's belief system, they didn't choose it. Their environment, their parents, the standards they grew up to see made them that way. What if at the end of the day your own belief system is not the belief system? So if you meet a Christian or you meet a Muslim or you meet a pagan and you want them to turn over to yours just because you feel yours is perfect, come on. If they don't want to subscribe to that belief system, respect that fact. Don't try to force them into it. Don't try to make them feel less important. Don't try to make them feel inconsequential. Don't try to make them feel useless. Respect people's belief system. Respect people's belief system. Respect their belief system. Respect their belief system. You've got to, it's something that you shouldn't joke with it. Respect their belief system. In Africa, we take the serious thing to the extreme. So we become extremists in trying to get serious. The other race take things minimally to the extreme as well. So you meet an African, especially the African parent, who believes or thinks that the child doesn't have a say. And if the child misbehaves, he goes the extra mile in ensuring he treats the person not to punish, but to make the person feel the pain. So the other race will want to leave the child to his or her belief system, and in the case of reprimanding, they don't want to reprimand. So they leave the child to grow up without being reprimanded, and the African parent raise the child in a way it shouldn't be treated. So everything, both the being minimal and discipline extreme. So we've got to ensure that there is a balance, to strike a balance. In as much that as we want to raise them this way and so that they will not spoil, we shouldn't give them punishment that will deal and dampen their own convictions. And the other ways, in as much you don't want them to feel emotionally derailed, we shouldn't just leave them to chance. So they should strike a balance when it has to raising children. So if the child is being stubborn and it's not every time you need to punish, beat the child. Have a conversation with the child. So I'm not saying have only conversation. I'm not saying punish or beat the child. There should be a balance. We are just privileged to raise these kids. They have a say. They have their own ideology. They have their own belief system. So whatever we need to do, we shouldn't be extremists in trying to do them. Just because you have a God, maybe the true God, maybe anything you put your mind into is your God, and you go, maybe you're a student or something, or you're doing anything and you don't want to learn how to study and pass. You believe that just praying, being prayed for, or praying will gain you that. So you become an extremist. And the one who doesn't believe in God believes that he or she needs to study to pass. He studies and may realize that he can forget. So you meet the one who doesn't want to subscribe to the God factor, studying effectively. You believe the one who sees God as the all in all, without considering that he or she needs to ensure that he has a place, he has a part, he has something he needs to do to ensure there is a balance. There is a God place. There is also your place. You will not let God, or God will not do what you should do, and you will not do what God should do. But we will leave everything to a God, which is not supposed to be so. Hold on. Yeah, we're trying to fix something. Yeah. Still with you. Yeah, we're still with you. Yeah. So respect people's what? Belief system. Yes. Number two, respect people's decision. Respect what? People's decision. I'm still with you guys. Respect people's decision. Oh, sorry, I'm sorry, I cannot do it. Don't force people to do it. Don't force anyone to do it. Don't try to ensure that they do it by all means. Don't threaten people to do what you want them to do. If you don't do it, remember the last thing you did, I'm going to expose you. Come on, respect people's decision. I'm sorry, I cannot come and see you. I'm tired. I need to rest. Respect people's decision. Many people don't know how to respect people's decision. If we claim we love someone and the person says, I don't love you, and we are trying to ensure the person by all means loves us back. Number one, you're selfish. Number two, you're trying to force the person to do what he or she doesn't want to do. He or she doesn't love you, and you're trying to force the person to. You're trying to make the person do what he's not supposed to do. But one way of proving that you love someone is by respecting the person's decision. The person doesn't find peace. The person doesn't find peace in relating with you, and you're trying to force the person in relating with you, meaning you don't consider the person's interest. You're selfish, you're inconsiderate, you're not caring. So the goal is not about the person. I love you, I care about you. In fact, if you don't love me back, I feel this and that. I know, no. You are selfish. Oh wow, I just got your reply. You say you're not interested. I totally may not know why you're uninterested. And I can't change your mind. And this is to prove to you that I love you by not forcing you to do what you don't want to do. I respect your decision. And in case in the nearer future you change your mind, just know that I'm there. That is how you didn't ask the person to come, you didn't ask the person to go, but then someone's decision was respected. Oh, yeah. There's no point trying to manipulate the person, trying to make the person compromise, trying to use a gift to make someone change his or her mind is manipulative. That's not love. Okay, if the person didn't like you when you didn't get the gift, and you're using the gift to change the person's mind, are you aware? Are you aware that in reality, in the person's mind right frame, is not interested? Is your gift that manipulated the person? Okay, how long are you going to use gifts? How long? Let's be realistic. How long are you going to use gifts to make the person like you? If the person looked at your physique, look at your appearance, look at your status, and didn't care, uninterested, and you feel that you need to get the person the whole world just to be interested. Have you ever been stranded before? And the only person that could help you is someone, maybe your neighbor in your neighborhood, and there's an emergency. Maybe you need to go to work or something, and then you don't have something to light your gas if your gas is not automatic, and the only person that can help you is the neighbor you don't want to talk to, and because you need to get to the job as early as possible, and you need the gas on to either use the hot water, warm your food or something, just is an emergency, and the only person that has that is somebody ordinarily, in all honesty, you won't want to talk to. But by virtue of this circumstance, meaning if you had what it takes to on the gas, you won't talk to this person. But because you don't have a choice, and in getting there, the goal of your communication is to just get that thing and leave. But to have a relationship with the person is not feasible. So the reason why you're communicating with the person is not because if you were in your right frame, you will, but because you need this to be done. There, the communication comes in. So when you ask a person, a girl out, and the person doesn't care, when you meet someone and the person is uninterested, when you try to strike a communication, the person is not willing to reciprocate. You don't need to manipulate the person. You don't need to compromise. You don't need to make the person do it by all means. You're forcing the person. Using a gift to get someone is a forceful action, and it's wrong. It's wrong. The person is being blinded. The person's emotion is not stable. The person's mindset is not in tandem. The person has been compromised. And don't think if eventually the person starts communicating or tilting towards that direction is by virtue of your being smart. No. But by virtue of your compromise. By virtue of your compromise. I say number one, respect people's belief system is a necessity. No, not everybody grew up from your village or your family. So why don't you expect everybody to think like you, to reason like you? If God wanted us to have one belief system, He should have created everybody in one family. But He scattered us. Can you speak? Can you can you speak a language you don't understand? Or can you understand a language you cannot speak? So why then do you expect somebody to subscribe to your own belief system? And you believe there is no other way that can be done except your own. Let the imperfect breathe. Number three, respect people's behavior. You don't know what anybody is going through. Respect people's behavior. You don't know why they are behaving that way. Respect people's behavior. Oh, honestly, this one is no, he doesn't talk too much. He doesn't relate. He doesn't socialize. He doesn't do this, doesn't do that. Come on! Respect people's behavior. In the secret of their sincerity, of their solitude and silence, they may be going through what you're not going through. So don't expect them to behave like you. Respect people's behavior. If it doesn't bother you, why should you allow it? Or why should you involve yourself? Respect people's behavior. Give people benefit of doubt. If you must intrude into people's affair, be wise with your words. I read a story how someone did a makeup. The thing was not so nice, and the person just, hello, this your makeup is not nice. I think this is the right way to do it. Did the person ask for your suggestion? Did the person ask you? You see, parents, um, um, daddy, please, I don't want to eat rice and salad. I don't feel like eating that. And you're beating the child because the child says he doesn't want to eat rice. And telling the child, if you want your own food, go and look for your own money and look for your own house and cook your own food. It's not in my house that you come and be deciding what to eat. Come on. What if the person doesn't have active appetite? Is that okay? Even if you want the person to subscribe, is that how to go? Because you're still falling back to communication now because he's younger, or because the child cannot help his or herself. Because he can't help him or herself. So herself. Can't help himself or herself. So you even beat the child for refusing to subscribe to your own. So the child forcefully eating, not willingly, by compulsion. So the child grows up with that mindset that is how it is done, that you must always force people to do what they don't want to do. And you see it as an insult, as a rebel. How can you decide for me what to eat? How are you to decide for me what to eat? Because you raise him. In fact, okay, let me ask you, the child asks you to give birth to you. So why should the child suffer for what he knows nothing about? Did the child choose you? He grew up and found himself there. Okay, what do you want to eat? Dad, I can't eat fried rice. I don't want to eat fried rice. Okay, what do you want to eat? I want to eat pancake. Oh, pancake. Okay. Okay, pancake. Okay, can you just manage rice for today? Let's see, maybe tomorrow or we'll sort it out. I know you don't want to eat fried rice, but this is what we have available at the moment. Please, can you? I mean, this is a human being. Not in which house? This house? I am the man of this house. Whatever I bring, that's what everybody will eat. Wrong mindset, wrong communication. If you don't eat, you have to go. In fact, my mother's tongue, they say when the fish is big, bigger than the mother, it goes to the bigger river or something. That's not how it's done. Respect people's behavior. You've got to respect people's behavior. You don't know why they are behaving that way. Circumstances may be making them behave that way. Challenges may be making them behave that way. Troubles, loss in thoughts, frustration, depression. This guy, each time he comes to work, he's always on his own. He doesn't talk to anyone. He snobs. Honestly, I can't relate with this kind of people. They have their energy is so dull. They can sap people's energy. They can sap people's energy. If you're to be in the person's shoe, you'll be worse than the person. Respect people's behavior. You've got to respect people's behavior. You've got to respect people's behavior. You've got to respect people's behavior. Don't force behavior into people's life. Respect people's behavior. If you must in truth appeal, not forcefully appeal. Don't you think we could do this way? Nobody, no human being wants to be forced to do something. If I ever want anybody to do something, I don't say the person that's how it's done. No. Okay, I am thinking that you should. And when I finish saying it, you now say, okay, but you have the final say. In that way, you make the person feel, okay, all right, let me compare and contrast. But when you just go into someone's life and said, you don't even know how to do it, you're doing it wrongly, you cannot even do it well, how can you, this is how it is done? Nobody will listen to you. But when you go and say, wow, I may not know why you're changing this, but I think that this is how it should be done, because there are many track records that can attest to this result. But then, in all honesty, you have the final say. Whatever you decide to do, it's fine. And you know, you ended up making the person think. But when you now go and tell the person you don't even know how to do it, the person will want to prove to you that you can do it and not your own way. Oh yes, respect people's behavior. Respect number 4, respect people's religion. Respect people's religion. You are a pagan, you're a Muslim, you're a Christian, you're an atheist. Respect people's behavior, religion. Respect people's religion. Your religion is not the best in the world. Respect people's religion. This is very important. Respect people's religion. Don't always make your own religion look like it's the best and others. You don't know how people got into that belief system. Some people are indoctrinated. They grew up to find themselves in a certain religion. And it's difficult. It's just like you speak Chinese and somebody takes you to speak Spanish. In all honesty, can you speak Spanish? Will it be easier for you to leave Chinese to speak Spanish? Very difficult, right? Because you grew up in China. You are China ideology. You surrounded yourself with the Chinese. So it will be very difficult to switch to Spanish. So that's how difficult it is for someone to switch from his or her religion to another. And And you bringing to their face means you're trying to make them feel lesser, that your own is that important. What makes you think yours is that important? Respect people's religion. Respect people's religion. Let people breed. Let the imperfect in quotes breed. Respect people's religion. The time should come where everybody is one and religion is too small to divide people. Don't let religion divide people who should be one because of religion. Every day, Christians are dying. Every day, pagans are dying. Every day, Muslims are dying. Every day, atheists dying. Every day, Christians are being born. Every day, Muslims are being born. Every day, pagans are being born. Every day, atheists being born. When rain falls on all the roof of everybody. It doesn't select the roof in which it wants to fall. When a Muslim plants, a Christian plants, a pagan plants, an atheist plants, the fruit, whatever germinates, doesn't discriminate or look down on or select anybody. When you go to buy something, do you consider whose religion the person selling it for you or selling it to you? No, you don't. You don't consider. You buy and go. You don't say, no, 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 just because you're not from my religion, I will not buy from you. No, 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 no. I prefer to be hungry. If I let hunger kill me, I don't mind staying for 1 month without eating. But to buy from another religion, no, I won't. You buy. You don't care. You are that respectful when it has to do with that. When you enter the plane, do you ask which religion the pilot is from? No, you respect. So far, the person can take you to your destination. When you go to the bank to withdraw money, do you reject money because another religion was at the counter to give you? No, you don't. You collect it. You smile. You're happy. You are stranded in the middle of the road and a car is coming and wants to give you lift. You don't know the person. In fact, the person introducing himself. You wouldn't mind. You will hop in. The goal is your safety. Do you discriminate because it's not from your religion? You say, no, 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 I won't enter. I prefer to die. Let them come and kill me and kidnap me here. No, 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 I can't enter. No, 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 you're not my religion. If you want to help me, you must change to my religion now, 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 now. Then I will hop into the car. Do you do that? No, you don't. You don't care. Your safety first. Okay, if it's that easy, why don't you change to another religion? If it's that easy, why don't you easily switch to another language you are not familiar with, a language you were not raised with? If it's that easy, that's just as not easy for you, it's not easy for others. So we respect people's religion. They grew to find themselves there. Life positioned them there. Even if yours is the best, you should have a way of communicating, of passing that information, of reaching out to them. Not by forcing, not by abusing, not by making them feel less of themselves, not by making them inconsequential, not by attacking, not by insulting. Respect people's religion. Next, number 5, respect people's ideology. Very important. They may not subscribe to your own ideology. Respect people's ideology. You've got to respect people's ideology. You've got to respect people's ideology. You've got to respect people's ideology. Yes. Everybody should not do it your way. Should not arrive the way you think. Should not subscribe to your own. Give others benefit of doubt. Your 3 may be someone's E. Your W may be someone's M. Respect people's ideology, their belief system, their religion, their decision, their behavior. You've got to respect. You've got to respect people's decision, people's behavior. You've got to respect people's religion. You've got to respect people's belief system. So number 1 is what? Respect people's belief system. Number 2, respect people's decision. Number 3, respect people's behavior. Number 4, respect people's religion. Number 5, respect people's ideology. Their mindset, their thinking pattern, their belief system, their principles, their patterns, their way of life. Respect it. And if to another word for respect, avoid trying to cause issue when it has to do with other people's life, just because you feel yours is better. If someone says, I don't believe anybody who is not financially stable should marry, irrespective of the person's age, and you say, come on and say, the person is bluffing, the person is saying nonsense, the person doesn't know what he's saying. So when will the person now get married and start having children? And the children will grow up and start taking care of him when he's old. And just because someone decides that I must be stable financially, mentally, relational wise, emotionally, and you're coming to now make your personalized dealing a doctrine, that anybody who doesn't marry above 30 is a failure, because you were lucky enough to do that, which is wrong. which is uncalled for, which is an insult. You're intruding into someone's private life. You should be arrested, persecuted, tried, and sent to jail for intruding into someone's private life. For trying to force someone to do anything you force someone to do is rape. The person doesn't want to do it and you're forcing the person to do it. It is rape. It can be sexual rape. It can be emotional rape. It can be psychological rape. It can be financial rape. It can be physical rape. It can be mental rape. Stop raping people. Stop raping people. Not just sexual rape we are talking about. Stop raping people. Mentally, psychologically, emotionally, financially, physically. Forcing people to do what they shouldn't do. Manipulating people to do what they shouldn't do. Stop it. It's called rape. Stop raping people. When they finally do what they didn't plan to do, and they start facing the consequences, they live in regret because they were forced, they were manipulated to do what they didn't want to do because of pressure, because of societal influence that has made a negative impact in their lives. Please stop raping people. You don't need to just have sex alone or force someone to have sex. No, you can rape people in many ways. Stop it. Don't use your own personalized dealing to form a doctrine for everybody to subscribe. Even people, different philosophers. We have many philosophers in life. One person came up, brought out a philosophy, another person countered it. Another person came out and countered it. We have Carl's law, we have Marx's law. Different counters. Marx refused to believe. Instead of him to go and fight, he brought out his own. Create your own ideology. Present it well without raping people. Let people be convinced they will subscribe to it. Don't force anyone to do it. Don't force anyone to do it. It's called rape. It's called what? Rape. So you don't want to rape anybody again. I called you, you didn't want to take my call. I called you for 20 minutes. I called you for 1 hour. I called you, you refused to take my call. Okay, I'm sorry, I fell asleep. Why should you fall asleep? Really? I'm sorry, I was tired. I went to work, came back. Sleep. After eating, the food knocked me out. I didn't know when I fell asleep. Every time about it, you're always sleeping. You're always sleeping. You're always sleeping. Is there any day you don't sleep? It's not like that. Today just had a different tone. Today's sales was tedious and God, I can't explain. You always have excuse for everything. You always have an excuse. Hey, stop it! If the person is polite enough to explain, that's fine. That's fine. That's okay. Don't try to blackmail people emotionally. Try to make someone feel bad. Try to reduce someone's ego. It's called rape. Stop raping. That's the truth. Stop manipulating. Stop making people feel useless just because a person refused to subscribe to your ideology. Stop it. It's called rape. Rape is not just the sexual normal rape you're talking about. Anybody that forces someone to do what they don't want to do, it's called what? Rape. Hashtag rape. Can you come and see me? Sorry, it's late. I can't come and see you. You cannot come and see me. That means you don't love me. That means you're cheating on me. That means you don't care. That means you're unfaithful. That means you're not serious in this relationship. That means you don't know what love is. That means if you cannot come out by 12 a.m. and trek for miles to come and see me, I want to die this night. If you don't come, I will die. Oh, sorry, it's late. This is 1 a.m. I can't come. It's late. And my estate is not safe. No. You don't need to give me an excuse. If you truly love me, you will prove it. And the only way to prove it is to come out by 1 a.m. If you don't come out by 1 a.m., that means all this love is fake. Really? You're not considerate. You're a rapist. Forcing someone to do what they don't want to do is called rape. And whoever does that is what? A rapist. You need to ask yourself, look at the mirror, am I a rapist? Am I a rapist? Have I been manipulating people? Have I been making people do what they shouldn't be doing? Have I been forcing myself on people? Have I been making people compromise their standards? Am I a rapist? You need to ask yourself that. You need to, oh God, time is against us. The next one is respect people's patterns and principles. Respect people's patterns and principles. Respect people's patterns and principles. Everybody had different upbringing. So you don't expect someone to reason the way you reason, to think the way you think, to behave the way you behave, to eat the way you eat. Some of us were raised to eat 3 times a day. Others were raised to eat twice a day. Others were raised to eat before doing house chores. Others will have to finish doing the house chores before eating. So when these two come together, I mean, there should be a compromise and a balance. It shouldn't be tilted towards one side. It's selfish. It's wickedness for one person should always want it his or her way. It can't and will not always be one person's way. There should be a compromise. There should be a mutual understanding. There should be a sense of reasoning. There should be a dialogue, a discussion, an agreement. People you meet have their own culture, their own pattern of doing things, and their own belief system. So you don't just wake up and want someone to subscribe to your patterns and principles because, come on. If at all you want someone to do that, appeal, not force, not suppress, not passing an ultimatum, not making it a law. You need to respect people's patterns and principles. You need to respect people's patterns and principles. You need to respect people's patterns and principles. Some people were raised in a harsh manner. Others were raised in a mild way. So don't use that harsh way to on people who didn't or weren't raised that way. I'm a no nonsense person. The way my parents raised me, I don't take that shit. I don't take that shit. Don't take that shit. Some people were not raised with shit. Some their parents were wise enough to talk to them in a mild way, to respect their decision, to respect their belief system, to respect their ideology, to respect their religion, to respect their behavior. They first understood why or how why they are behaving that way. And if they realize that it was not good for them, they are okay. This is why we don't want you to be going for nightclub at this age. It's not good for you. Okay, it's not as if we don't want you to go, but in the long run, it's destructive. It's at your own peril. It's disastrous. And if we let you, will be wicked. Please, I need you to understand. Not for you to make, see, this mindset has dealt with so many people that people grew up with this mindset with a wicked heart, with an authoritative mindset that is not supposed to be so. Respect people's patterns and principles. Some of people were lucky enough to have good parents who will appeal to their children, who will have a dialogue with their children, who will not force their children to study what they don't want to study. In this life, you must be a doctor. But dad, I want to be an artist. Not in my house. If you want to be an artist, I will disown you. I mean, you say that to a child who wishes to have purpose and fulfillment. To now subscribe to your own because of your selfish. Okay, dad, why do you want me to study doctor? We've suffered too much in this house. We suffer too much in this house. And the doctor is the best way to relieve us of our poverty. But dad, I'm not good in science subjects. I am not good in chemistry. I'm not good in physics. Dad, you saw my math result. Very poor. Dad, I can't cope. No, you must. You must. It's a must. It's a must. You must try. You must try. You must try. There must be a doctor in this house. They must. But I know I'm good. I'm good in painting. I'm good in drawing. That I'm good in speaking. I'm good in music. That please let me just do what I want to do. I feel like this is my passion. Not in my house. Not in my house. I want to be a proud father of a doctor. I want to be a proud father of a doctor. I want to be working with my two hands lifted. That yes, I have a doctor as a child. So the goal is not about your child's peace and fulfillment. The goal is your own selfish interest. You couldn't be that doctor. Now you're forcing it on another human being to be. That is rape. That is rape. Why? Okay. Did anybody stop you from studying medicine at your age? If it was that easy, why didn't you go and study it? Why force it on someone who don't want to do it?
your friend. But I had to advise myself soon. It's never loved me. Love. Jealousy. So you've got to respect people's love life. You don't force it. Respect people's You just let agree. People's ancestry. Decision. Please respect people's decision. Please, I beg of you. Yes, no, there's no point trying to make anybody reason. Respect. It's not behavior. If God wanted one religion, he should have made one person to you are not God. Your that will be successful or work out all the time. Respect others' ideology. patterns. Manipulating. Stop forcing. Up and stop wishing just because people's love life. Find history. In all this we've learned today, in all this emission. Can I have a view on this your dress? Can I comment? You've got to respect it. You've got to respect it. Enjoy today's class. I hope you really enjoyed today's class. Emission before, if not, you are what? Thank you. Have it. Bye bye. Yeah. I didn't get it. What did you say?